It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show on the road. Today, we're traveling on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, a 3-day road trip from Victoria to Hillsboro, Texas. Just ahead, we'll be talking to some of the hot rodders on the road with us, including a stop we made at the Stars and Stripes Drive-In to see the Hollywood Nights movie. That and more on this special edition of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy and a good Saturday morning. Along with Mike Mars, Jeff Zekin, and Chief Engineer David Ainslie, this is Don Armstrong. Join us now on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas.
Joining us on this segment of In Wheel Time Car Talk, we've got Jay Redmon. We're out here at the Hot Rod Tour of Texas 2023, and Jay's going to tell us a little bit about his ride on this year's tour.
Well, hi. So I have a 69 Camaro RSSS. It is a true RSSS, but I have made some modifications to it. We just came out, my wife and I came out on the tour of Texas just to have a weekend away and put some miles on the car. So we're out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and so we've just spent last couple days in the Camaro and been having a really good time. So,
did you make it all the way down to Victoria this morning for the start?
We did. We left yesterday morning from Dallas-Fort Worth, met a group in Alvarado, and then met another group in Hillsboro.
Nice.
And then everybody got together and ended
like
up
a little
in
convoy.
Victoria, and ended up at the Aerocrafters kickoff last night, and then here we are. We got up this morning and started this.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the car.
So the car is it is a true RSSS. I have made some modifications to it. It does not have the original engine anymore, but it is still a 350. I've built it to do runs like this. I didn't build it to be a race car. It's got a 350 crate motor. It's got a 700 R4 transmission with 373 gears in the rear end. It's not built for mudding, but it's quite soft getting in.
You do what you got to do some days.
So then the interior is mostly original except for the seats. I put Corbeau seats in there because the original 69 Camaro seats are awful for a long drive. So the suspension is completely stock except for the wheels and tires. I haven't really done a whole lot else. LED taillights, LED headlights just for safety and visibility.
Drivability. It's a driver.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I built it to do, is drive. I didn't build it to be a show car. It's definitely not a show car. It doesn't win any trophies. Even at the weekend car shows, it doesn't win anything. But I've had the car for 23 years. So it's literally part of the family. So
you're going for the whole tour? You're going to go make it up through New Braunfels, then on up to the drag strip?
Provided we don't get rained out. If it starts raining here, it's gonna get soft and squishy, and trying to get out of here is gonna be tough. But that's the plan. Make it all the way up and all the way up to finish up in Hillsboro, and then fortunately from Hillsboro to home is only 45 minutes. So
that's not bad at all.
Not bad. So
yeah. We've been taking a virtual tour through that museum, and it's really nice. You really enjoy that.
Yeah. So, but
nice.
that's about it. I've taken it on the Hot Rod Power Tour. You can see from the stickers on the windshield about 6 times. So like I said, I built it to drive it. It's it doesn't sit around much. Although it's not a daily driver, but it does get driven.
No, a daily can get to be a lot of wear and tear and a lot of maintenance on them.
Yeah. So, but so that's about it. Do you want me to open the hood, or?
If you don't mind.
Okay, we can do that. just a standard small block crate motor, the 350 HO crate motor that Chevrolet put out. That engine's been in the car since I painted it and restored it in 2009. So,
Is this the original color on it?
it's the original color, but it's not the original paint.
Right.
Yeah, it's Daytona yellow. And the black vinyl top is the original scheme with the black deluxe interior, all according to the trim tag and all of that. So,
very nice.
So, but yeah, when I bought the car, it was actually purple with white stripes. And so when I decided it was time to restore it, I decided to go back with the original paint scheme, but keep some of the modifications going. So
very nice.
Make it mine. Make it a driver.
That's what you got to do. So. All right, Jay, thank you very much for joining us and telling us about your car on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas.
Glad to do it. Thanks for asking.
Your name?
Jonas Burnett.
Yep. Owner of Black Smoke Garage?
Yes, sir.
You know, we met last year. Remember that?
Had a good time.
I barely remember it.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. You were having a better time than we were.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. No, I have bragged about you and your shop all year long.
Thank you.
And I thought, it's got to be here. And I saw you pull up at our hotel yesterday, and then you disappeared.
We're always on the move.
I know you are.
Yeah. We're always here and there and all over the place.
Great to see you again. So let's show everybody. I've talked about it on the radio, on the car show.
Okay.
So let's talk about it. What is it?
The 1953 model Chevrolet-ish. That's what the title says. That's what it started life as. I actually only got the cab and the bed and did some trading for it. From there, decided the top was a little too tall, so we chopped it. Didn't know how much, so I put some masking tape on, 2-inch tape. That wasn't enough. Put another piece 2-inch, wasn't enough, so we had a piece of 3/4, and we were good to go. Did the chop, full tube chassis. Did Cummins with a bunch of turbos and all that good stuff.
I see 2 turbos on there?
2 turbos. This motor here, we actually got about 15,000 miles on this one.
Is this the one that you had last year?
So last year it had about 200 miles on it. We had just put it in there. And we've played with some different stuff, got it a little more dialed in. We're detuned. The old motor was 135 pounds of boost. We're doing 90 pounds of boost to this one. But we lowered.
And why did you lower the boost?
More efficiency. So we actually went with a bigger volume head and started doing some different wastegate options and just getting it more efficient, getting the drive pressures down, trying to get everything to cool down.
Now, when you play with the engine like that, you have it on a set for a dyno, you tune it to a dyno. How do you do all that?
So we did dyno the old one. This one here, we hadn't made it to dyno yet. It's we cruise a lot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of seat of the pants playing and trying to clean smoke up. Of course, by gauges, you can watch your efficiency, you can watch your temperatures, you can watch your intermediate boost, your main boost. And we do a lot of tuning off of gauges, you know. Although it gets a little bit violent trying to watch gauges inside of it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
But just been slowly working on cleaning smoke out of it and getting it more efficient. And it seems like every time we get more efficient, we make more power.
I noticed that the windows are rolled up, so it's got air conditioning?
Yes, sir. Air conditioning, heat, power windows, radio. We've been Niagara Falls in it, been up Pikes Peak twice.
And so this is in addition to trying to say that you have a business, because apparently the business is pretty much focused around this most of the time when you have a time.
This is actually what I use to test before I put on customer stuff. So it started from the base and we step every piece of it and we figure out what parts work, what parts don't, what's the most efficient way to do it, the most cost-effective way to do it, and from there I can put on save my customers time and money basically, and get everything on there.
How did you become a diesel guy? How in the world did that happen?
You got a while.
You could shorten it a little bit.
So the truck was being built around LS actually, and at the time life got in the way. We had some stuff. We had to sell everything out of the truck, all the drivetrain. I didn't want to get rid of my truck. When I started putting it back together, and it never run at this point, when I started putting it back together, I had no motor, and I had no money, and I was completely broke, but I wanted my truck. And called a buddy of mine up and said, man, do you have any motors laying around? I don't care what it is. He said, I got a Cummins. I said, I really don't want a Cummins, you know? Didn't really do it.
Look what's happened.
It's been the best thing that's ever happened. You know, we've had so much fun. We're doing 90 pounds of boost. I couldn't tell you the actual dyno numbers, but We did check fuel mileage on the way here, and it was 29.1 miles a gallon.
Really? Way to go.
Yes, extremely happy with that.
Now, I noticed last year you put it on the drag strip.
No.
You did not?
This
Who was
truck,
that, a
this
friend
truck
of
does
yours?
not like the drag strip.
Was it a friend of yours or something that looked like this that went down the drag strip?
Maybe.
It was blowing cold. Weren't you? Did you go to the drag strip?
We did. We went to the drag strip and we played around, but some reason this truck, she doesn't like the drag strip.
What doesn't it like?
It breaks every time.
Oh, really?
Twist 300M input shafts out on Power Tour.
Gosh, yes.
Last time it was on the strip, we melted number 5 or number 6 piston, and that's where the new motor came from. And it doesn't. You can play on the street all day long, have a blast, and we won't. I mean, we're in Mexico doing it. Yeah. Chain drive steering. Yes. We can play on the street all day. We have a blast in it, good time, but it doesn't like attention.
So I want to know about your business. How's business going?
Wonderful.
Is it good?
Wonderful. I got the rest of the year booked for big jobs, and the small stuff we're filling in as we get little breaks, but it's
how big is the shop
overwhelming.
become now?
So I'm keeping a one-man shop, keeping it more on a personal level. Just like my customers to be happy with what we're doing.
Sure.
Gear more. We're not, if you need brakes on your work truck, we're not your people. But if you want to spend money in the right places and get the correct parts and nice, then absolutely, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's have fun. Whether it be a street rod, Jeeps, pre-runner trucks, side-by-sides, we do a little bit of side-by-side work. Basically, if it's a toy,
Yeah.
I'm not saying no, and I'm not saying yes. Just have to see what it is.
You're one of those kind of dates.
I am, yes. It's if you hit me on the right day and it's cool, it's like absolutely, let's do it.
Well, when I saw it, I thought, yes, I knew you'd be there.
Oh yeah, got to. We love this tour. Man.
Yeah.
We did it last year, and absolutely love it.
Yeah.
We've done 4 long hauls on Power Tour with it. Had a blast. Got a little too big for what we like. This year is it's more of a family style tour. We like it.
Yeah.
So, and we got 13 vehicles that rode down with us. So we had a pretty good crowd from East Texas. Everybody got together, and all that rain hit. We went through one washout on the road, had water coming over the hood of a Corvette, and it's been a wild ride already, but it's a blast.
So are you still in the Dallas area?
I'm in East Texas. I'm in Carthage.
Carthage?
Yes, sir.
You call that East Texas.
So
we call that North Texas.
No, well, Texas border where it's straight and goes into a squiggly line.
Yeah.
I'm on that point. That's east.
Okay.
That's east.
Well, I don't spend a lot of time up there, obviously.
Yeah, it's like I say, the straight line where it's squiggly, we're on that dot.
Gotcha. Well, it's great to talk to you, man. We love we love this creation that you built.
We like different stuff. Built a mini boat last year.
Really?
11-foot long, 260 horse supercharged jet pump in it. Yeah. So me and the wife bounce across the rivers, jump logs, and it's a great time. So it's a cool addition to this. We got a couple more cool builds coming up. They're more of the off-road stuff, but I mix up with everything. So trying to do a couple more shop builds we do a lot of off-road. We run We Rock series, do the competition rock crawling and all that, but this is our passion, getting out here with the street rods and riding. You're getting something old that's fun to drive, and man, your world's great. It doesn't matter what's
Did you
going on.
fabricate the suspension yourself?
100% of everything on this truck. If you see it, it came from me, good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
I used to build Indy cars for a living. Did that for 7 years, and then I do a bunch of Ultra 4, King of the Hammers, off-road racing, that style stuff. And we do rock crawling, and this is kind of a combination of it all wrapped into one.
Yeah.
We run coolant through the lower chassis rail for the tours. Got 7.5 gallons just to keep it cool. A lot of it's geared around the tours. We run 308 gear in the thing, and 80 mile an hour on the highway, this thing is just happy. It loves life. Yes, yes.
Well, at 29 miles to the gallon, you got something going for you.
Oh, man, the diesels are just a different world. They're awesome.
Do you ever do any semis? Great big ones?
I don't. I have a friend that does, and I go look at them, and they're just
Now,
I always wanted one.
Are those the guys that showed up at the drag strip last year?
No, it's a different group.
Different group.
Yep. They're a different group. They're H&H Engines in Carthage, and he does some of the drag trucks around there, but he's mainly a big diesel shop.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't stepped into those. We have grabbed parts from them and put on different stuff.
Sure.
And intermix all the different worlds.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how this thing. It's a piece of everything.
But that's what makes it.
Yeah.
It makes it so unique.
It's
and
great.
Fun. It's great to talk to you.
Yes,
great to see you.
Enjoy it. Great to see you, buddy.
And I'll see you the next 2 days.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, man.
Y'all have a good one.
But we're focused on this for a moment. I'd like to focus on this row over here. Had a long conversation with this guy in the Z28.
Yeah?
Boy, that is one sweet ride.
About a 72 maybe?
Something like that, yeah. And this buddy of mine that I met this morning, it's a Z06. That's a very nice car. He's got my taillights on it. But you know, there are some very interesting cars here. This is one that I've never really been a big fan of this body style. It's just not me personally, you understand. But the paint job makes the car. It's funny what paint will do. And look at how long it is. I mean, you could have a party back there in the back.
Oh yeah.
Hey, come over here. Check out the interior of this. All custom interior, custom gauges. This is one sweet ride. And please don't use the running boards. They're nicely painted. We don't want to have any scratches on them. Okay.
I like the way the paint's done. It almost looks like that is real chrome.
I know it does, doesn't it?
Really nice paintwork.
This is a very, very unique Cobra because it's got a hard top on it.
Oh, you're right.
Removable hard top. When I saw that, I thought, what in the world? But you can see down in there the paint stripes and all of that. So this is a very unique custom Cobra. Sounds good too. Okay, for
Quite
all
cool.
the Porsche files, it says RMJ Motoring Porsche. I love the carbon fiber spoiler on the back. This is some nice.
Not everybody can wear a spoiler that big on the back.
No,
It's got to be a Porsche or something.
Yeah. I actually love the color combination here as well.
Can't go any place without having a big Challenger.
Well, but what about this?
Talk to this guy. Is that him?
I don't know, but
Yes.
Did he have a mustache and wore a cowboy hat?
No, he had the cowboy hat on the side. Yeah. This is, we talked to him this morning
It's
out
a Smokey
at the
and the
distillery.
Bandit car, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got an LS under the hood instead of the V6.
Got you.
Said the V6 wasn't fast enough.
Now, check this out. This is a Rambler, ladies and gentlemen. A Rambler American.
It's got some serious meat under it, and it's got LS1 badging. What do you think?
Check out that paint job. Look at the paint job. Is that not gorgeous? And if I'm not mistaken, I would say that that's a convertible top.
Yes.
This is
I
a
would agree
parade
with that.
car. This right here would be the Dodge GTS Sport. Boy, is this thing sweet. I love this car. That's my size. That's my type. Love that car.
It's a good mid-sized car. A lot of them came with the 340s, but it was real easy to put a 383 and 440 in it.
Or a slant six.
Yeah.
There's that. How about the yellow Nova over here? Zekin, this is your car.
Yeah, baby.
Didn't you used to own one of these?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
What year was yours?
72.
Yeah.
This one, I can't tell just yet. It might be a 70, 71. It's got a 406 in it, which is awesome.
Yeah, they didn't make that at the factory.
No. You can have those printed.
I know. We got to know a guy inside the shop there that
Know
could
a guy.
print those. Yeah, I know a
Know
guy
a
too.
guy.
Here's a very nice pickup truck over here. This is beautiful. This
71.
Chevrolet is stunningly beautiful. Two-tone paint on this. I'm not exactly sure what year it is. Is this a 49? 50? Yeah.
It's kind of a unique color. What would
It
you
is.
call that?
Well, it's
Kind of
two-tone.
depends on where. Oh, it is two-tone.
It's two-tone. Yeah, it's beautiful. And of course, my favorite car of all time, always will be, always has been, the Camaro. Yep. Matter of fact, I saw one for sale in a magazine just a while ago while I was waiting for you guys to get here inside the shop over here. And it was a 69 with a DZ motor in it. Ah, that's what I'd like. Here's my buddies from Black Smoke Garage. You see them right there? Okay, so they're coming in, and then we're going to have a conversation with them. So I met these guys last year on the Power Tour. Hey, man.
Rolling coal.
Good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
I've been looking for you, and I haven't.
We've been riding.
I know. No, you've been walking. I seen you did a little some porcelain work on this.
Yeah, we fancied up a little bit with a new motor.
Well, you go park it. We'll talk to you. We're gonna. Okay. Let me tell you something. Last year he put that thing on the drag strip.
Yeah.
When he turns up the coal in that thing, oh my gosh, it will get it, brother.
Blowing smoke.
Oh yeah, blowing coal.
Nice.
It is beautiful. So we're going to talk to him in a minute. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. There's still cars coming in, but this event wasn't supposed to start until 3. Of course, we got here at 1. So we've kind of been doing the background thing. But at any rate, there's a very nice.
So we got there's no restrictions on anything, right?
No.
Just you.
You.
Well,
Yeah.
and you.
Here's a lot of cars rolling in. So everybody's.
It's not just classics. There's new stuff to whatever.
Yep.
Gotcha.
How about a 4Runner? Yep.
She's bringing lunch.
Is that what it is? Yeah. And this is Jeremy. Now, you know, when we talk about the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, we talk about Bobby and Jeremy.
Yeah.
This is Jeremy's Ford.
Okay.
Clearly air conditioned. And he's looking good.
That's a nice patina he's got on.
He washed it for us.
He washed it.
Yeah, not that it really made any difference. Yeah, we got you. We got you after you parked. Okay. Yeah. So at any rate, I just thought that it would be interesting to stand down here and watch everybody come in. So I think we're done with this segment for the time being. We're going to catch up with some of the other guys in here in just a minute. So stay with us.
On this episode of In Wheel Time Car Talk, we're out here on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. We are at the CY Distillery, and we are talking to a lot of the participants. And right here is Richard Torres,
Yes.
out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he's got this really cool Trans Am that's not your ordinary Trans Am. So, Richard, tell us a little bit about you, and then we're going to talk about the car.
Okay, my name is Richard Torres. I come out of Fort Worth. Had the car since 1986, 1981 Trans Am. It was the one like in the movie Smoking the Bandit 2. If you recall, in 77, the movie came out, and most people want the 77 Trans Am. And I opted for the turbo 301, but it has an LS1 in there. So we've been all over the country. We've been up to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, to GM Nationals, Mount Rushmore, Myrtle Beach, Jupiter, which is the hometown of Burt Reynolds. We've been down up to Golden, Colorado, and as far north as Wisconsin Dells.
So what area are you based out of?
We're in Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth? Did you
Yes.
come down, like, I've heard of a couple of convoys
Yeah,
that came
there was
down.
12 of us coming down from the DFW area yesterday. This is our second Hot Rod Tour of Texas, so it's a great event put on by great people. As you can see, there's a lot of cars out here.
So Richard, let's talk about the car. Why don't you give us a tour of the car?
Okay, well, it's got a S1 engine. It's had the 301, but I couldn't get out of my own way, so I went with the LS1. It was done by a shop in Nebraska, Restore a Muscle Car. Did a great job. So I get about 25, 26 miles per gallon with the AC on, cruising down the highway. It's very reliable. No issues with it so far, thank God. I did do the year one 17-inch wheels. I do have Willwood brakes, slotted rotors. The car has been repainted back in 2012. The interior is semi-stock, except for the front seats. I had to recover them. And we always, as in the movie, always bootleg Coors beer.
Good touch.
We do have a CB. The handle is Texas Bandit. I got it right here on my sunglasses.
Oh, cool.
And the cool thing is about that I was able to get a pair of gold T-tops to go with the rest of the car. If you're coming down here, this is from movie number 2, and it was out of Florida. So I do have the vanity plates, band 1. And those are vanity plates. My plates are band 001 in Texas. I couldn't get band 1, it's already taken. But I've had the car since 1986. Been very good to me.
Well, you've obviously driven it a lot, so you
Yes.
made it to run and drive.
Yes, sir.
And so the Bandit run, huh?
The Bandit run. It started in 07. We've been doing it ever since. I think we missed about 3 of them.
So it's an event.
It's an event, yes. It's a week-long event put on by some great people, friends of mine from Keller, the Hershey's. It's a whole week of a bunch of old men with their cars getting together and driving. In the words of Burt Reynolds, showing off.
Doing what they do best.
That's right.
Now, looking up here, I see up here on the hood scoop, you still got a lot of the gauges and stuff from the original turbo setup?
Yes, it was a 4.9 turbo, but it was very slow, unreliable, so I just went with the LS1.
Needed more juice.
Yes.
Very nice. So are you going for the entire hot rod tour?
We are, yes, sir. Yes, sir, we are. We're going all the way to Hillsboro.
Well, that's a nice museum.
Yes, we were there. I think last year was the last stop there also. No, I'll take that back. The last stop was in Mansfield, but we did stop at that museum last year. It's a great event if you want to.
Go ahead.
All right, so I want to thank Bobby Sparkman and Jeremy and the whole team for the Texas Hot Rod Tour. It's been on a great event. Me and my wife really enjoy that. My wife Alicia, she's always my co-pilot on this tour as well as the Bandit run. So we'll always enjoy driving the car together and have a good time. And like I said, these people here put on a great event. It's just great. So, and great people too. I've met some guys people from all over Texas, and have some friends now. So that's great.
Are you a car enthusiast? Come experience the 27th Annual Keels and Wheels Classic Car and Boat Show. Join us Saturday, May 6th and Sunday, May 7th at the Lakewood Yacht Club in Seabrook. This fun family event features vintage and contemporary race cars from Le Mans, Indy, Formula One, NASCAR, and much more. See classic and vintage boats of all types, not to mention American and European pre- and post-war classics. Pre-sale tickets are $30. Students are just $15. Children 12 and under are free. Purchase your tickets today at keelsandwheels.com.
Everyone at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, thank you for participating in the best cruise in around and look forward to seeing you again. You'll hear about the next cruise in date right here on In Wheel Time. Next time you're in the West Houston Energy Corridor area, be sure and stop in at the original Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex at I-10 and Highway 6 or the Katy location on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. When passing through Beaumont or College Station, stop in and have Lupi's award-winning beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. There's always a celebration at Lupi Tortilla. Lupi Tortilla founder Stan Holt and his wife Sheila are winning racers on the NHRA drag racing circuit and have a collection of hot rods and classics that everyone appreciates. Look for them at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In. The date will be announced soon and will once again be held at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on 99 and Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 and Katy. We'll give you all the details right here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show and online. Donations benefit God's Garage. We'll see you then. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com.